Welcome to the Londonderry Athletic and Field Association. We are here to play ball and have fun with our friends. We hope you enjoy this tour and insider information brought to you by my fellow LAFA athletes.
Here's a map of our amazing complex. Let's start our tour with Rookie Field.
This is Rookie Field. It all starts here. That's right. This is where we start off by playing t-ball. And don't forget, we hold some 10U softball tournaments here. This is Abbott Field.
It was named after Sidney Abbott, who did so much for the LAFA and softball program.
This field is used for t-ball and for softball tournaments.
This field was recently redone. Doesn't it look great with the level home plate and the bleachers in the outfield? This is McGinnis Field, named after Peter McGinnis.
We play softball here.
Including the Londonderry Lightning, who has been to the World Series in Florida multiple times.
Welcome to Founders Field. It was named after the founders of LAFA many years ago.
There's a secret about that press box behind us, but more about that later.
This is Forest Field, named after Rod Forrest, former LAFA president.
We play baseball and softball here. It used to flood, but now it works great. This is Hale Field.
We play A and AA baseball here.
Hale Field is named after Scott Hale, who worked on the board for many years and still lives in town.
And we also have a kickball program in town.
This is Brown Field where the big kids play softball. It's so nice in the press box, you can spend the night up here.
It's named after Tim Brown, who worked here for many years to improve the softball program at LAFA.
It's right next to the American Legion. The veterans there are big supporters of LAFA and watch our games on the TVs in there, thanks to JPR Live.
Welcome to President Field. The big kids play baseball here. That's right. This is for 11 and 12-year-olds playing major ball.
And finally, we're here, McDermott Field. This field is for 13 through 17-year-olds and named after Owen McDermott. He fought for this field so players didn't have to wait for the high school field to be free. Look how big it is. Did you know it has the same dimensions as Fenway Park? Let's check out Perkins Cafe and meet their friendly staff.
What do you want?
I'll take a Perkins burger, please. Thank you. Let's take a look inside. Well, looks like they're really busy. Let's move on to the next stop at our tour.
Come with me and I'll show you how to groom the fields. up on them trying to put diesel in it last week.
We don't mind helping them out when they struggle. After all, they do let me have a place to sleep and buy me PlayStation games. Don't worry, we'll go next time. Many people don't realize there's a conference room back here. The grown-ups don't think we know the code, but my friend Bernard got it off his dad's phone when he was trying to log into Instagram. We strategized a lot about how to run LAFA and then let the grown-ups think it was their idea. Let's try that again. That's more like it. Well, let's let them get back to their meeting. I think you're going to like the last stop on our tour.
Follow me. The grown-ups think this room just has garbage and equipment. What they don't know is that if you enter a separate code, it takes you to a kid's hangout they don't know about.
Hey, Connor.
Hey, Aiden.
Who are those guys?
Oh, don't worry. They're with me.
All right, well, you're the boss.
The kids get tired of the grown-ups telling them to hit more home runs and earn more trophies, so we sneak here to hang out for a bit. Hey, Connor.
Sup, Connor? Hi, Connor. Hi, Connor. Hi, Connor. Hey, Connor.
Do you mind?
Well, hope you enjoyed our tour. Let me just lock up. Nice running, Emma. Remember, LAFA only works when we all come together to make this a great place. And the more we help parents think they're the brains behind the operation, the happier they'll be. I just have to head up to Abbott now to help my friend JR. His dad is annoyed because he struck out again. Don't forget, it's just a game and we're here to have fun. Well, see you next time. It's right next to the American Legion.
With the veterans, there are very big supporters of.
That's all right. That's all right. That's all right. Action.
Let's sit. Oh my gosh.
Let's try that again. That's more like it. Well, let's let them get back. And finally, we're here in McDermott Field. This field is named
That's okay. That's all right. Action.
Let's try that again.
It's right next to the American Legion. With the veterans, there are very big supporters of.
That's all right. That's all right. That's all right.
This is McGinnis Field, named after Peter McGinnis.
We play softball here.
Including the Londonderry Line, who has been to the World Series in Florida multiple times.
Welcome to Founders Field. It was named after the founders of LAPA many years ago.
There is a secret behind that press box behind us, but more about that later.
Buy me PlayStation games.
You had it. Though.
Games.
That's all right. You.
Telling them to hit more home runs and work harder.
Oh, you had it.
The grown-ups get
That's okay.
fun. Now,
That was good though. That was.
And the happy.
That's okay.
Welcome to the Londonderry and a field so. No!
the kids get tired of the adults saying you need to hit more home.
Association. We are here to. I forgot.
That's okay. That's all right. Action.
Follow me.
Hold on.
I messed up because I pressed the 2, but it didn't register.
So I fell and I looked at my phone and it shattered all across the back of it. Oh wait, you're still here? We're done, it's over.
Last week I gave a fire safety talk.
Do you have ice cream?
We do, we have Dippin' Dots.
Is that banana split?
It is, it's our new flavor. Would you like some?
Sure.
That would be $3.50.
I don't have enough money.
We also take credit cards.
Mom, can I borrow your credit card, please?
Here you go.
Thank you. Delicious.
Thank you for visiting Perkins Cafe.
Nice and warm, Dave.
Oh, it's beautiful. Still more? 4 more? No way.
Back up.
Yeah.
Taylor!
Where's the line?
Taylor! Come here, we're going to get some.
Jaden, I see like 5 lines.
Yeah, you're back behind that line, Jaden.
Rob, did you get the right line?
No, Jaden, back a little, bud. There you go.
Oh, let's see you now. Bring it.
Oh, bring it on!
No. No, you already dunked me. All right. Now I get a chance to dry off. Brady's up. Don't hit me.
JPR Live Spotlight.
Thanks, Fritz. Ted Underhill here with another episode of JPR Spotlight. Today we're joined by Tim Dodge, who's the president of the Londonderry Athletic Field Association. Thanks for joining us, Tim.
It's great to be here. Thank you.
And now I understand Londonderry Athletic Field Association nickname is
LAFA.
Okay, so should I call it that instead?
Either or. LAFA is a little easier to say.
Okay, I like easier. That works. So, Tim, not a lot of people know much about LAFA. Maybe you could tell us a little bit about what this is, the complex even we'll get to, but what is LAFA all about?
Yeah, so we're the organization in town that supports baseball and softball, ages 4 with our kickball program, all the way up to Babe Ruth with 15-year-olds as well. Our goal is really just to provide a fun and safe environment for our kids to play and enjoy the sport of baseball and softball.
Fantastic. And we'll talk a little bit about the fields. You can see the fields in the background. Gorgeous, gorgeous complex, which I know you guys put a lot of effort into.
Yep.
So now I know the coronavirus has hit a lot of organizations, and I understand it's hit you guys. So tell us a little bit about the impact that that's had on your season.
Yeah, so like a lot of the spring seasons this year, unfortunately we had to actually cancel our spring season because of the coronavirus and restrictions around large gatherings, which, we had to cancel the full season at this point, which allowed us to, get families back refunds. Obviously times might be tough financially, so we wanted to make sure that we could do what we can to provide those dollars back that they may have prepaid for. And unfortunately, with the season being canceled, it's tough. Everybody loves to be down here, but, it is what it is. It was the safest thing to do at that point.
So you send all this money back, but I would imagine there are still expenses associated with, grass and whatever goes on with the complex. How did you deal with that?
Yeah, as you know, obviously we play an open field, so things continue to grow. So we did ask our membership if anybody would be willing to make donations to help support the complex. It is, I feel like, one of the best in the state. So, through the generosity of our membership, we were able to raise a significant amount of money that allowed us to really do all the work that we do on field cleanup day, where we normally have 150, 200 people down here doing all the work. We were able to bring in an outside firm to be able to put the fields together, get them looking the way that they are right now. So now that things are starting to progress, if we can start to play, when we get the green light, we can just go. We don't have to have a big cleanup day or anything along those lines. We can just start playing and the kids can start enjoying the complex. So it's tremendous, the town generosity. Can't say enough. I can't send enough emails or put enough posts out because it was fantastic.
That's so generous of the Londonderry community donating all that money to help us maintain the complex. So tell us what would have happened if we didn't have a season, there was no money coming in. I mean, people think, well, what's the big deal about maintaining a complex?
Yeah, if we didn't get the donations and we weren't able to do what we do on field cleanup day, the infield dirt that we all play on would look like the outfield. It would just be all grass, ultimately. And if you come down to the complex, say in October, November, when we start to put things to bed and everything, you can see things start to grow over. It's just natural. It'll probably look a little bit like my front yard with grass kind of growing out of the place and all that stuff. But without this, if we then got the green light to start playing, we'd be talking about a 2-3 week, period of having to turn the fields over, get it up and running. Now at this point, if we do get the green light for games, we're starting to put together a summer rec season, we can start playing it immediately.
That's fantastic. People don't realize, I think, how much money goes into maintaining it, but great example of your own lawn, right? It takes a lot of work and a lot of money, etc. So you mentioned the summer season. So normally I don't think there is a summer season, and you guys are trying to do something a little different this year? Yeah,
historically summer, people go on vacations, they enjoy their summer, they've got off the spring rec season and think it's time to go to the beach, time to go away. This year what we're trying to do is offer that summer rec season, so all the kids that maybe had their season canceled and looking to play, we're offering up the rec season. We have signups going on right now on lafa.info, so people can go in and show their indication of interest so we can put together the best season that we can. Our goal all along was to get back on the fields playing for everybody in town, and we want to make that, honor what we've said, is that we want to get everybody playing that wants to. Not everybody can do it because they might go on vacations and all that good stuff, but we think it's a great opportunity to get down here, play, nice relaxed season, in terms of just come down, play with your friends and enjoy the time.
Yeah. Now, what if you can't sign up for a team, but you still want to come to use the complex? Is there an opportunity to do that?
Yeah, right now we're actually, everything needs to be done through our organization. But as things open up, obviously it's a public place. If people come down, want to, spend some time down here, we just ask you to be, honor the place, keep it clean, clean up after yourselves. Yeah. At this point, though, all things based on our agreement with the town and phase 1 and everything needs to be done through our organization. At this point for, safety of the kids and making sure that social distancing is still going on.
Yeah, that's perfect. That's perfect. Now, I saw on your website that if you don't register for a team, though, you're still able to come down and organize for a practice or something?
Yeah, so we did also offer up practices. You just need to go to our website. We're learning something new on our website as we go along all the time. You just have to hit the volunteer button, which allows you to sign up for practices. We have those set up for next week, and we're going to continue to do those throughout the summer, as well. Like I said, our goal is just to get kids down here playing.
Yep, that's super. Now, I'd be remiss if I didn't ask about sponsorships. I know that, or I believe that sponsorships account for a lot of the revenue, and we'll show you guys sort of within this video some of the banners and things that are around this field, but maybe tell us a little bit about the sponsors and how that works and the revenue that generates.
Yeah, the sponsorships are huge. Just like any organization, you need these sponsors, whether it's sports, whether it's NASCAR, whatever it might be, you need to have your sponsorships down here. So through the generosity of the town, the organizations in town, it's been fantastic with what they do. So their sponsorships, what it does, they'll either sponsor a team, or you'll see when you walk around the field banners, or you could be a primary sponsor like Community MD has been here and other places, other organizations that you can see on our website, as well. But those dollars go right back into the program. Those are the things that we get. The dollars goes right back in. It helps pay for the fields, helps pays for the uniforms, the balls, the umpires, everything that we have to do, on a day-to-day basis that we as an organization have to pay out.
Yep. Now, if there are any potential sponsors watching, what should they do if they're interested in sending some money to LAFA or sponsoring a team, or how does that work?
If a sponsor wants to, become part of a sponsor here, just reach out to sponsors at lafa.info. I know we have some information on our website, as well. And we'll work with you too to see what's best for you. If it's sponsoring a team, sponsoring a part of our website, so your banner, sponsoring a field, whatever it might be. We're always willing to work with our local businesses. Without you guys, we're not here.
Yep. Great. Now, as I look around the complex, Francine pointed out to me that a lot of the fields have names. This is Hale Field. I see Brown Field.
Yep.
How does that work? How are those named after certain people, or Yankees players, or what is that?
No, not Yankee players. We wouldn't do that to the town. But yeah, like Hale Field's after Scott Hale, somebody who was instrumental growing up before I was involved in making the complex what it was. Taking it from a couple fields to the enormous amount of fields. Tim Brown, same thing. So what we always try to do is, we know that as an organization, a board, we inherited a great complex. We want to honor the past, as well, like we've been able to do with Perkins Cafe. It used to be just the concession stand, but Mary Perkins was instrumental in building that. So we wanted to make sure that we recognize the people that came before us in making the complex what it was, and now entrusted us to be able to keep it what it is and continue to grow.
Yep. Now, Francine is off today, so she can't pan the camera, but I do notice there's a pavilion next to us that doesn't have a name. How would I go about maybe naming that the Ted Underhill Pavilion, maybe the JPR Live Pavilion? Is that in the cards, perhaps?
It's probably along the lines of that sponsorship email that I gave you earlier.
Okay.
We're always willing to talk business.
Excellent. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. All right, so Tim, thanks for all that information. Now, as a tradition here on the JPR Live Spotlight, we got some questions that come in from our Twitter feed, so hopefully you're game for that.
Excited to see those. They're always interesting.
Okay. Yeah. So the first question comes from I Miss Ice Cream 27, who says, I hear you guys have Dippin' Dots here. Is that true, and what can you tell me about them?
Dippin' Dots are a reality down here, yes. Huge thing at the concession stand. I think we've had kids actually coming down the field while we've been closed asking for Dippin' Dots. Unfortunately, we don't have it right now, but yeah, Dippin' Dots are tremendous down here. That's probably our biggest seller in the concession stand. I know parents love it when their kids say, can I get some ice cream? They don't sell it. Well, no, we do. We have a Dippin' Dots right up there, and it's a nice little pouch. Enjoy it on your ride home after a nice warm game.
Now, we have an upcoming interview with the Director of Concessions, Deb Hamilton, so I don't want to steal too much of her thunder. But I do hear another big seller here is the mac and cheese balls. Have you had those?
I have had those. Probably too many. They are delicious. That's all I'll really say. And, leave it at that. They are fantastic. Everything in our concession stand, honestly, I do love it. People will probably see me down here frequenting the cheeseburger every now and then. They are fantastic, to say the least.
All right, our next question comes from I Love Work 99, who says, now this LAFA Board of Directors, can you tell me a little bit about how much they get paid and what it would take for me to potentially get on there and get a compensation for that as well?
Yeah, I'll get to the payment in a second. Getting involved, we're always looking for new people, to become involved. Myself, I started when my daughter was 5, playing baseball and softball as she moved up. But, we're always looking for people to get involved. Really, all they need to do, they can reach out to me at president@lafa.info, or really anybody on the board, and just let us know that they're interested. And we're happy to sit down, talk, come to a meeting, see what we do, and how we run, how we run the organization and complex here.
And they get like a car stipend or something like that?
It may seem that way because, you see a lot of cars down here, but yeah, it is a completely volunteer position. So it is all part of our, we do our regular jobs, and we do this just because we love the kids, we love the game. We want to make sure that we give everybody a great opportunity to be down here, and a great complex, a great organization. So, but yeah, unfortunately, we don't have a stipend yet. You know, maybe later on down the road if we ever become a for-profit, but right now we're still not-for-profit, so no stipends yet.
So you are not-for-profit. Some people don't realize that. It's completely volunteer.
Yeah, everything's volunteer, all non-for-profit. Non-for-profit. You know, if you see people down here working, they're doing it on their own time. We can't thank them enough when they do that.
Great. All right, next question comes from Summerball66, who says, I understand there is a rec program, but I keep hearing about a lightning program and a junior lancers program and some other summer programs. Can you tell me about those?
Yeah, so as an organization, obviously our rec program is our main thing that we focus on to give everybody an opportunity to play. But as part of our organization, we know that, you know, some kids are interested in either all-stars or summer ball or travel ball. So instead of having them go out to other organizations, you know, like an organization that may charge $2-3 grand for them to play, we try to keep things in-house here as well. So our lightning program, our junior lancer program, allows kids that opportunity to play rec, but also do travel programs. So they'll play in outside leagues. Games will still be here on the complex, but they'll have an opportunity to play other travel programs throughout the state. But it's nice to keep it in-house because we have our fields, we can keep our costs down, give the kids a great program, great coaching, but maybe keep the costs down for the parents, which, you know, is always nice to do.
Super. Thanks for spending some of your precious time with us. We appreciate it. And Esmeralda, back to you in the studio. Hi, everyone. The LAFA Board of Directors is as anxious as you are to get back out on the fields and play some ball.
In order to do that, we're counting on all of you to follow the national and local guidelines in regards to preventing the spread of COVID-19.
Be sure you're washing your hands for at least 20 seconds.
Limit the touching of your mouth and face.
And we know it's hard, but stay home as much as possible and avoid social gatherings.
Wondering how to pass the time? Play some board games.
Help your parents with the laundry, dishwasher, or other chores around the house.
Go in the backyard and play some catch with your brother or sister. Take advantage of the extra time for additional studying so you can rock your grades this fourth quarter.
We also wanted to take a moment to thank everyone out there who puts their lives at risk each day.
Like the first responders, medical professionals, grocery store workers, and so many other people out there ensuring we have essential services.
If you have questions, we recommend going to the Centers for Disease Control website at www.cdc.gov/coronavirus.
Stay safe out there, and we hope to see you on the fields really soon.
If we all work together on this, we'll be back to eating Perkins burgers before you know it.
I think I might get bacon on my first one.
Stay safe out there, and we hope to see you in the fields really soon.
Oh, and a big thanks to JPR Live for helping us produce this video.
Check them out on Facebook at facebook.com/JPR Live.